Can you freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?
OMG Patriots. Secret Service Sam here live on the Gramular. Okay, I don't know. Let me see. I'm working it out. Let me hold on. We're able to see it. Let me cut the sound over on the Gramular. As you know, we are live right now on Instagram, on Facebook, on the YouTube. I don't know what I'm talking like that, Patriots, but I'm excited. What did you think of that intro? I wanted to go for like kind of a Hill Street bluesy, Miami Vice, 80s style, you know, like LA Law, like gung gung, you know, like, you know, like these are the real stories of victim. You know, that's what I was going for. And look at this, guys. By the way, I am live switching. Okay. There's not a lot of streamers alive who are going to give you multiple cameras. Hello, how was the show, Charlita? Thank you very much for asking. Yeah, for anybody who didn't know, I was at the Improv last night, Monday Rays. It was a fabulous night, as always. I had a great time. D-Ray was there. G-Thang from St. Louis was hosting it. It was amazing. Look at me just switching this up. This is exciting. And yeah, it was an incredible show. Thank you for asking. I did sing my No Diddy song last night. You might hear some cries in the background. That is my dog Cookie, who wants to come upstairs to the studio. But Cookie, you cannot come upstairs to the studio. Now, here's something that I know on no other live feed. Nobody has got this, guys. Number 2, light it up, Sam. Light up button number 2 is the drum cam. That's right, guys. So you never know, but I could give you a little bit of a drum solo. It could happen at any point in this live feed. Cookie, shush down there. Dang it, Cookie. Now I've got some buttons here. I'm working out. Let me see what some of these. I'm digressulating. That is true. And that is a fact. I am digressulating. Let me open up here some of the comments on YouTube's. See what we're doing here, guys. This is amazing. Everybody joining me on Instagram, thank you so much for tuning in. If you don't know what this is Samson's World, the podcast. Check me out. We are studioing around, and I am here, guys, spitting your world to you. That's what I do. Cookie, my dog, is in the background. For those of you who don't know, Cookie was there with me for the verdict of the Diddy trial. It was very emotional. I have a button. Hold on, let me see. Dirty Diddy Diaries. That's right, Dirty Diddy Diaries, guys, where I tell you a little something about the Diddy trial. Now, Cookie was, as far as I was told, the first dog to ever be inside a federal court building. Okay, inside Daniel Patrick Moynihan court building was the Cookie girl. Incredible. My dog was there, guys. And what ended up happening, I got her in the courtroom. Cookie, come on, I'm doing a show here. She just, can you hear me? Like she's crying, Cookie. You know, it's not easy to pull you up here. But so Cookie and I got in Daniel Patrick Moynihan court building. I had several haters, okay? There was Ron the time traveler, who he was always the front of the line, right? And it was this one instance where he was defending this other line sitter I won't mention. And then he tried to tell the police about me, like, oh, yeah, his dog, that's not a real service dog. And the cop's like, yeah, man, we saw his paperwork. It is. Mind your own. And Ron's like, oh, man. So I brought Cookie into the Diddy trial. Diddy saw it. Diddy's mom, who I found out her nickname is Cookie. My dog's name is Cookie. So I'm in the cafeteria, which is on the 8th floor of the Daniel Patrick Moynihan Court building. All right. And she's in there. The brothers are in there, Christian, Justin, Chris and Quincy. Sorry. Shout out to those guys, by the way. I was in the elevator one time with all them, and they all follow me. It was such an honor. They're sweet guys. So shout out to Diddy's kids. We're still here, guys. We are doing it. If you're joining us on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, thank you for joining us. This is the soft launch of Samson's World, the podcast. I hope you appreciate what we've done here. Okay. And when I say we, I mean me. But anyway, I'm digressulating. That's very true, Sam. Stay on topic. I have ADHD, so I'm trying to stay focused with this podcast here. And that's what I'm going to be doing. We're going to be talking about your world, what's happening in the news. We'll be bringing it into the feed through my TikTok. If you guys don't know, I'm Secret Service Sam on TikTok. Anyway, I'm digressulating. So Mama Combs was in the cafeteria. She goes, "Oh, Cookie." She says, "My nickname is Cookie." And I was like, that is so amazing. So shout out to Mrs. Combs. She went through a lot during the trial. But Cookie, my dog, made it into the courtroom. I ended up getting her a dog sitter because, to be honest with you, it was raining, hot, humid, middle of the summer in New York, Manhattan. It was really, it was tough. It was like Naked and Afraid, except I had a suit on. I had this suit on, Patriots. So I'm feeling good. I think what we're going to do is, here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. That's right, Patriots. It is your world. And this is where I'm going to go through and just recap some of my TikTokulant videos, stuff that's been happening. Let me see. What is this one right here? Let's pull this into the Screeniola area. Yes, this one. Did you guys see this story? I'm not sure if did you see this story about the Alabama fan? And I have to make sure it was FSU, Florida State, not Florida, because people in my commentaries were like, "No, Sam, it's Florida State, not Florida." Anyway, I'm digressulating. So this is the video that I put up. Check it out on TikTokulans. Patriots, we still have not identified the man who flipped the finger to the world, the Alabama student who the camera caught him at perfect timing, and he was just like not having it. Sorry, Patriots, Florida State versus Alabama. Roll Tide, roll. Yeah, Alabama got their butt beat Alabama by Florida State, FSU. Everybody in my comments was hitting me up. Florida, I know, Florida State, whatever. When we're here in Cali, we just say Florida, bro. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Nobody knows who this kid is. I was trying to do all my Wee Willie research. Nothing happened. In other breaking news, Cookie just got a doggy bath. Here she is, fresh out of the Whistler, my oldest. Cookie, any words? Any words? She's going to flip the bird. She's so mad. She hates baths. Anyway, I digressulate by showing you the cutest dog in the world. This Alabama fan's still very upset. They lost to Florida State. Ha ha! Nothing makes me happier to see those little rich, entitled college kids so mad. What are you going to do, Parker? You going to go back to the frat house and tie one on again? Jeez, Lord. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of TikTok. Yeah, thank you, Sam. That was an excellent report there. Did you guys see that? I mean, the guy, they went to the camera and I'm not going to flip the bird, but he just gave it. And they quickly panned away from him. Spoiled little college kid, Chad. Anyway, next story we have here. Let's bring this little beauty. All right, to the Patriots, stage. Do you think this is suspicious? Okay. We were out to dinner the other night, and my daughter scanned a barcode on an electrical pole to get a potato sent to our home. Okay. So she enters it. My wife puts in her email. Let me just show you what it looks like. This is crazy. Is this sketchy at all? here it is. I'm giving them a free. There's that. The barcode. You can scan it. Now, look what they delivered. We got a pink bag with our names on either side of it. And then inside of it, is this weird? To me, Sam, from Juliet, my daughter. Should I be handling this potato? I don't know. Should I be making French fries out of it? I don't know. Another potato. This is all free, by the way. They delivered it to our back door. Great, thank you, daughter. And then she wanted one to say geese because she loves duckies, just like me. Okay? From Juliet, and she wanted to say geese. These people dropped it off at our house, put some candy in there. Questionable. I'm not going to eat the candy. Yeah. But what do you guys think? Bad idea? Good idea? What's on my hands? I need to wash them. I don't know if it's poisonous. Anyway, Secret Service. What do you guys think about that? So if you're just tuning in, this is Samson's World. My daughter, we were out at dinner at where was it? Backery, I think. I love Backery in Silver Lake. It's a little tapas joint, okay, kind of, okay. It's excellent. And on a telephone pole was this barcode, like I just showed you, where you can have somebody deliver a potato anywhere. You give them the address. They'll write whatever little message you want on the potato, and then they send it to you in a bag, and they give you 2 little pieces of candy. Of course, I'm like, no, we're not eating that candy. We can't trust that candy, right? That's disgusting. What does my daughter do? I come home and she's just eating the candy. I'm like, oh, Juliet. And she's like, Dad, it's fine. I'm still alive. I'm like, well, we'll see. We'll see, Sugarita. So I don't know. You guys can let me know in the commentaries. Would you have done that? We gave our email, our address. It's so dumb. Now this potato person knows where we live. Anyway, moving on to more news. Sketchy. Toss it all. I know. Becky Pomeran, thank you. Appreciate you. I'm going to write a little thanks in the comments. Yeah, too bad. Is there anthrax on it? I'm a little bit worried that there's a chance. I don't know. Let me see. What do we got here? Harlan Dinger. All right, here we go. Clayton High School alumni. It does seem a little bit suspect, but I don't know with all these little startup companies. Yeah, weird stuff to get noticed. I mean, that is so true, Harlan. Harlan, shout out to you too, my friend. Thank you for watching. This is Harlan's a Clayton alumni. Great guy, doing good stuff. I would have been terrified to scan a barcode, says Caramella Bonnie 1 on Instagram. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I wouldn't have done it either. It's just my daughter had done it before I even had a clue. Got my wife's email address. Okay. And next thing I know, these guys, they're prompt. I thought for a second, I was like, oh, who dropped something off? It's in like a nice birthday bag. Had my name on it, my wife's name on it. Not creepy at all. And yeah, there were these 2 potatoes in there with some peanut M&Ms, which by the way are my favorite. So it was hard to not go in on those. Like I said, my daughter ate them. So I'm hoping the cyanide won't get to her. Anyway, that was kind of crazy. Moving on. Patriots. Let's see. What is my next one here? Patriots, this just in. Okay. Someone was unalived at Burning Man. Oh, yeah. Hold on, guys. Let me. This is crazy if you guys haven't heard this. Patriots is Secret Service Sam, president of TikTok. Somebody got killed at Burning Man. If you guys didn't know. Hate to interrupt your news feed with this news, but it is here. Yep. I'm choking up. Uh-oh. Now, easy, Sam. Down on the La Playa, while the Burning Man was burning, somebody, an unidentified male, laid in a pool of you-know-what. Blood. Mm-hmm. I couldn't say this is crazy. TikTok. This just came in, all right? As everybody's... Because they got enough money to oot. True. While the rest of us are sitting here in the comfort of our own homes. And here's the craziest point that some people here on the TikTokulans have pointed out. the whole city will be gone in a matter of days. So if you think about it, it is the perfect place to commit an unaliving. Now, they're saying the next 4 days, the police will be there investigating a crime. What? Are people just going to be like, yeah, man, Jacob, dude, I don't know. I heard he took some of that Obama Molly. I know, man. I think he came here with Stephanie. No, they are burners. They're 4-year burners. They're not lifetimers. Okay, I'm digressing. I shouldn't make light of this, Patriots, but the point is, they're still partying. Why didn't they cancel the festival? Got it? I thought this was weeks of peace and la-di-da-di, and we're all sharing the party, but no. It's a homicide. What do you guys think? Let me know in them commentaries. Secret Service, I'm out. Samson actually will be at the Hollywood Improv. Yep, I was there. Okay, little promo from last night. Guys, what do you think about that? Has anybody been to Burning Man? I have not been to Burning Man. From what I know, you have to have an RV. You got to have a bike with a lot of fuzz on it. You have to be prepped to spend a lot of money. I've heard tickets are in the thousands. Tickets are in the thousands to go there. And that's not including the Molly. You got to get that Obama Molly now. If you guys don't know what the Obama Molly is, that was made popular during the Diddy era. Okay. The Diddler. During the trial, it came out that the Molly he had, tell him, Sam, hold on. Dirty Diddy Diaries. Thank you, Sam. Now, the Dirty Diddy Diary, little moment. Now, Diddy, the Obama Molly, it literally had Obama's face on the Molly, for anybody who didn't know that. And also, he never spiked the baby oil. By the way, that was something we found out during the trial, that there wasn't any. There was no substances found in any of that baby oil, which means that was 1,000 bottles of baby oil. And people ask me, they say, Sam, how did he use all that baby oil? I'll tell you guys. The way he used all of that baby oil was he liked to use a lot of baby oil. He liked to shiny, to big up a Debbie Shar. I like Bathar because I'm shiny. You know what I mean? During the trial, that came out that the Diddler liked you to glow, man. You got the glow. You know what I mean? Like, who's the baddest? Show enough. Who's the baddest mofo low down around this town? Show enough. That kind of thing, man. He wanted you to have the glow. He would literally, Diddy would unscrew the bottle and he would toss it on you. He would lather you up. That's how he liked it. But anyway, it was the substances, the Obama Molly was taken voluntarily. A lot of people didn't know that. Also, tell another, it's a little something. Dirty Diddy Diaries. Thank you, Sam. Another little note in the diary was that Diddler, these were all consensual threesomes. The Diddler would hire, say, for example, the Punisher. Okay. And you guys know what the Punisher means, right? That's a guy with a stick so big, you don't sit straight for a week. All right. And it's not the D you want all the time, but sometimes, ladies, let me know. Hit me in them commentaries and let me know. Sometimes you want the Punisher, okay? As Tiffany Haddish says, she likes a schmedium, okay? Schmedium, you can walk the next day and you guys can go to the amusement park and have a great day. But not the Punisher. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Sorry, guys. I'm digressulating again. The Punisher, it would be Diddy, okay, in the corner. They're in the Jack Shack, which that's what I call, but it's really a very nice room. These are the nicest hotel rooms money can buy. They're usually the presidential suite, the Diddler suite, we would later call them. Now, these, we found out, these were called freak offs. They were called Wild King Nights was another name, or hotel nights, okay? And it was always Diddy, Cassie, or Jane Doe, and, the Punisher, or Daniel Phillips, I believe, was the first guy's name who testified, who had the biggest D in Brooklyn. All right, know what I'm talking about? But there was never any of Diddy penetrating anybody. right? Because we're used to here. We heard all of this. French Montana, Diddler was getting taken by, he was taking all these different men. Take that, take that, take that. But that never came out in the court case. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Let's move on to the next topic. What do we got here, Patriots? Let me see. It's Secret Service Sam here, back where it started. I hope you're doing well as the president of TikTok. This is interesting. Fabulous sunny Sunday. Yes, sunny Sunday. Now, Gavin Newsom is trolling everybody, Trump, in the best way. Why, Patriots, you ask? Look, I'm not left. I'm not right. I'm just about what's right, okay?
That's right.
I'm not up. I'm not down. I'm about what most of the people are feeling all around. If you feel me. Anyway, I digressulate. Gavin Newsom named off the unaliving rate in all of these red states that the National Guard is not being deployed. And as you know, the National Guard was sent to California. I was there. I was in the middle of it. They arrested a strawberry fruit vendor, which I love strawberries. I don't know about you guys. California has some of the most delicious strawberries in the world. Anyway, you're digressulating again. Okay, anyway, woosah. Gavin Newsom just named off all of the unaliving rates in red states, okay? The point is to point out the hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is when you can admit that you are wrong. So you double down on things that aren't facts and are dumb. Anyway, let's just get right into it. Texas, unaliving rate 140% higher than California.
That's
higher.
crazy.
Can you take me higher? Yes, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because Oklahoma, 150% higher. Arkansas, 220% higher. Huckabee. Louisiana, hey, Speaker Mike Johnson, hey, 380% higher than California. And I believe California is bigger than Louisiana. I don't know. I didn't do good in geography.
Yeah,
anyway, South Carolina, 220% higher than California. Yeesh. Alaska, 170% higher. If you're just now joining us, Patriots, this is the unaliving rate, okay? Missouri, my home state, 200% higher than California.
Jeez,
Tennessee,
come on, Missouri.
220%. Congratulations. Wow. Alabama, 290%. Congratulations.
Bama, roll Tide.
Mississippi, 380% higher unaliving rate than California love. Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, the state that's untouchable like that Epstein list.
Oh, stop
Totally
it.
digressulating. You guys get the point. I hope. If you don't, I know what to say. Secret Service Samson for president of TikTok.
Thank you. What do you guys think about that?
I mean,
That's pretty crazy. I didn't even realize some of those stats. Can you guys, hey, Kojo, what's happening, Kojo? Kojo, you want to come on here real quick? Because this could be, where is it?
Sam, tell us about the Diddy trial. That's like all I want to hear you talk about.
I know, that's what I've been doing. Let me see, what is this button?
Sam, why don't you call someone? The show is dying.
Okay, I don't really think it's dying. Don't be so hard on yourself, Sam. Kojo, let me see. Hold on. Wait, actually, let me see, ladies and gentlemen, we can do this right quickly. Okay, we're going to connect this roadcaster. Look at this, guys. We're just showing off this studio. If you're just now joining us, this is Samson's World. We are connected. Let me see if we can call the co-Jesler in on this real quick. Oh.
Your call cannot be completed as...
Geez, Kojo, that's unfortunate. Kojo, where are you, man? Can you go live on the Grizzygram? Let's try him on the gram. Let's see. We are bringing folks in. We got Kojo. Kojo. His name is Kojo. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if he can answer. Let's see if he can answer on Instagram. Kojo, you want to come on here? If not, that's okay. We can move on. But thank you, thank you. This is the new pod, guys. It's this is just a soft launch, as you know. Restaurants often soft launch, and that's what I'm doing here. Thank you, Kojo, for the shout out. Kojo is a hilarious comedian from the UK. The UK. He's a very hilarious comedian from the UK. Let's move on with the news stories. The murder rate now. Did you guys see this? I'm going to play this clip first.
Look at this, Patriots. Here's the video. Watch what the kid gets the hat and he steals it from him. Where is that kid's dad? I would have been like, give the hat back to my son. Son.
Did you guys see this video? Look at this. Look at the beginning.
Look at this, Patriots. Here's the video. Watch what the kid gets the hat and he steals it from him.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that kid's dad? I would have been like, give the hat back to my son. Son.
Agreed,
Look at this
Sam.
guy. The guy's wife is like, oh, thank you for giving it to me. No.
Yeah. No. Totally agreed, Sam. Now here.
Yatser Scissoret.
Yep.
And
Here.
his company's name is Drogbrook. I am going straight off the dome here. Patriots, this just in. Check in. We have found the CEO, millionaire, okay, who took the hat from that little kid. I promised you we would find him. The internet sleuths have found him. His name is Piotr Szezerek. Hang on.
Say it, Sam.
He responded, yes, I did it. Yes, I took it. Yes, I did it quickly. But hey, in life, it's first come, first serve. And if that kid would have been quicker, he would have the hat. He goes on to say, I'm reminding you, insulting a public figure could result in a lawsuit of defamation against you or me or anybody.
Now
you know
he's
what I gotta say? Look, this guy has done himself in. You stole something, Piotr.
Yep.
Scissorvac.
Mm-hmm.
You stole something from a little kid. Everybody saw it. We've seen these videos throughout the history of sports, and nobody ever, it should be a rule at sporting games, and if the kid gets it, and there's a kid near, give the ball to the kid, okay?
Yep, agreed, Sam. I agree with myself there. What do you guys think about that? For those of you who didn't see it, I will play this clip again.
Tennis player's name I can't pronounce. Why didn't you give the kid another hat or a ball?
Oh, hold on.
Look at that.
There it is.
Look at this, Patriots. Here's the video. Watch what the kid gets the hat and he steals it from him. Where is that?
Do you guys see that? I mean, bad behavior at the U.S. Open. I would have smacked that dude. If he had done that to my son, I would have been so mad. So mad. That was pretty decent, actually, Sam, that high note you were hitting. Anyway, still digressulating. Here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. I mean, so that was pretty much the news that I had, guys, going on in your world, which means now if you guys would like, it now brings us to, I can give you just a little flavoring on the drums. As I promised, I have the drum cam right there, guys, okay? And I thought this was, this has been good. You know, this has been 28 minutes of solid content. I wish sometimes I was that solid, if you know what I mean. Oh, let me see real quick. I'll try and let me see. Do I have where's that button?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me see what these.
Oh my God. Like what the F?
I know, Sam. I'm working on it. What else?
Damn, she's thick.
Okay, Sam. That's my wife. Hold on.
Dirty diddy die.
Yep, did that already.
Sam, why don't you call someone? The show is dying.
Okay, there we are. Let me do it. Let me see. Let me call a friend. Let's see. We've got some audio. We're tapping in here.
What up, kid?
What up, kid? Hey, just to let you know, you're on my live podcast right now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
What's
I know.
up, podcast?
Exactly. Thank you, Corson. Now I wanna
For you.
I want to ask you a question. What is your secret for men like yourself who are in their, let's say early 40s to really
Not
being
my
able
early
to,
40s, but thank you.
yeah, exactly. You're in their early 40s. What is your secret to attracting women? Because we know, if you guys don't know, this is This is my good friend Josh, and he is the #1 bachelor in St. Louis, Missouri, in the Midwest. So, what is your, what's your advice you would give guys?
Advice I would give guys.
Yeah, that you would give
Just
men
to
who are.
It's very simple. Just ask women out. Don't be shy.
That's it. That's your secret.
Yeah, it's very simple. Guys don't tend to ask women out in person anymore.
Really? Yeah. All these people, the kids are just too much on their devices and they don't really get in there, no pun intended, and really talk to the women. What is your opening line? Like when you're sitting there, most men are at the bar and they're shy. They might see some attractive ladies.
I mean, you know what always works well is you look familiar. I really know
Oh,
you.
really? I think you look familiar. Did we? Oh, no. Okay. My bad, man. You look just like this gorgeous girl I used to know. That kind of thing.
Well, I mean, I'm not quite as smooth as you, but
Well,
yes,
no,
kind
of course not. That's
Who
that's
is?
that's pretty good to know. Yeah, no, nobody is exactly. And do you usually pay for the drinks and the dinner? Do you ever find women who will pay?
No,
No.
no, I almost never. I mean, if I take them to dinner, yes, I always pay.
Okay.
But at a bar, I don't. I never go up and just buy a girl a drink.
Really? Interesting. But so you have women just buying you drinks, I'm guessing.
Well, obviously.
Yeah,
all the time.
obviously. Now, what would you say to what is too old for you and what is too young?
Well, too old is anyone kind of my age. Or
Okay.
older.
Wow. So you're not really looking into, and I think this is most men, they, when they might have, gotten a divorce or, more single now, they don't really want to date women their age. They want to date younger women because they have less baggage. Correct.
Well, bad, and they're more youthful.
That's true. And I was telling my dad, who my dad, Josh, he's been hanging out with all these old high school friends, and they're like, oh yeah, so and so just had a stroke and his wife's got cancer and she's dying. And it's like, I said, you can't hang out with people your age when you're 80 years old because it's all depressing news all around you, and I think that's the secret to staying young.
Sure.
The secret to staying young, you got to hang out with people
Exactly right.
10 years younger than your age.
Yes.
Now,
Exactly. It keeps you young.
it keeps you young. Exactly. Now, how do you keep up with these younger women since you're, a middle-aged, younger seasoned gentleman now?
Oh, it's very simple. It's called Viagra.
Ah, oh, really? Is that the secret? All right.
Lots of peptides.
Lots of peptides. Yeah, tell the people about peptides who don't know.
Well, they're a small chain amino acid, and it is a great way to get stuff to remain youthful.
Okay. So it's the fountain of youth,
Stay
but
healthy.
it's in a syringe.
It is.
You got to give
It
yourself
is
a shot.
fountain of youth.
It
Stay
is.
healthy. Yeah, little shots.
Little
Nothing
shots.
major.
But I mean, you have a 6-pack.
Well, yes, that's true.
I mean, that's
I'm
pretty
going for an
impressive.
8-pack.
Now, will you be going to our 30th high school reunion coming up in October?
Of course, I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I will be there
I
myself.
mean, you'll be there.
I'll be there.
So how could I miss that?
I know.
Hang
I
out
was,
with you.
yeah, I know. That's a good point. I mean, I was class president, so technically I'm supposed to plan it, but I think Laura Hobson is still, she always does that, thankfully.
Thankfully.
Thankfully,
Vice
somebody
president.
does. I know. You're the vice president. What the hell are you doing?
Well, I'm going.
Well, yeah, but are you planning anything?
No, that's the job for the president.
That's right. You're just planning on being there. I end up having to give a speech, man. So that's enough right there, I would say.
That's true. That's a lot.
Yeah, no,
You
it's
hate to
hard.
talk.
Yeah, I hate to talk. That's a good point. Well, this was pretty good, Corson. I appreciate you coming on. I'm just, just calling up
Thanks
some
for the
folks.
call and the heads up ahead of time that you didn't give me.
Well, exactly. I wanted you live. I wanted you live and unfiltered, and I didn't want you to have time to practice anything. I wanted the real. All right, talk to you. Peace. Guys, that is my good friend, Josh. We have actually been friends since kindergarten. You imagine that? You know, nobody really has that anymore. You know, I noticed with my son, my daughters, my other son, the group, you know, having that group of friends. This has been a great show, you guys. I think I got a lot out of this. I think I covered all the bases I want to cover throughout the show. We hit 35 minutes. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and the Instagrammy. Talk to my friends. We got a lot of good stuff out. I'm going to attempt to do this, guys, as much as possible, usually going maybe around 5. So maybe I'll do it like 5 Eastern time, right? I don't know. I'm just trying to get this going, guys. I got my new studio together. I hope you guys appreciate this. This was not easy to get the microphone, right? Because the mic, this sounds good, right? The camera, got the Black Magics set up. Look at that, man. We got the real deal. As promised, give me a second here. Hold on. Let's give you guys a little drum solo. Nobody in any live stream history has ever had that, Patriots. The live drum cam. I hope you guys appreciate the effort. I've put into the new show. It is here. This is Samson's World, the podcast. This is just number 1. We will keep this going. We'll keep the grooves going. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to everybody who joined today. Make sure you follow me at Secret Service Sam everywhere. And we'll see you let me think. I'm thinking at least every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at like 5 Eastern Standard Time, like 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I don't know. I'm working on it. Just find me and I will find you. Excuse me. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of TikTok.
Can you freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?